My name is Tony Pizza, and I got a lot to say. I act super homophobic, but that's only cause I'm gay. I beg on YouTube every single fucking day, and that's all I'll ever do because I know no other way. I'm a bitch, a baby, I'm whiny and I'm lazy. I complain so fucking much, I drive all my haters crazy. I grew up spoiled, living in the suburbs and shit. Never developed a work ethic, anything I start I quit. I'm a natural born loser, been a fuck up all my life. And I'm scared of my own shadow, so I always have a knife, a bat, a machete, always have a weapon ready. I even have some mace and a razor glove like Freddy. If you see me and you got beef, I'd appreciate you warning me so I can run the fuck off like the coward I was born to be. Cause I am such a pussy, I suggest you do not push me. Cause if you do, I'll call the cops and that jail cell won't be cushy. I did 23 days in the motherfucking county. Tried to kill Sammy G, but those punk ass police found me with an Uzi and a dream to one day be mafiosa and finally be a made guy in Cosa fucking Nostra. I'm a pussy, a bitch, a weasel, and a snitch. I'm not even entertaining, but Team Pizza made me rich. Now I buy fancy coffee and I eat expensive dinners. I drive an aviator with chrome hubcaps and some spinners. I once had a camper, but the woke jokes fucking stole it from me. Fucking FBS, Joey Dimes, and Lee Cole, that dummy. Alex fucking Vela, D. Gainey, Angel G, MRE, Miss Can't Be Wrong, Capello, and Hensley. Mikey fucking hates me, Bambi wants me dead. Jim Martin has my chomo info dangling over my head. My mother doesn't want me, my brother will not claim me. The only one I have left is this stupid bitch named Amy. I'm down to just 5 donors, 2 t-shirts and a truck. Haven't had pussy in years and I really don't give a fuck. Cause I'm in my aviator filled with earwax, farts, and boogers. And all I need is coffee with 13 fucking sugars. I'm out. Peace. Fat bald jerk off, you're a dead man. See you soon, dick dents. Time for my nightly surf and turf, you know.
They're peeping through the shadows, creeping mad slow, watching Pizza doing bad shows cause he's an asshole. Alex Bella, OZ, Rockwaller, Muggsy, Hellcat, Mooch, and the one and only Dixie Lee. Team Bushes is the name and they all work towards the same fucking goal, and that is only do cost only pizza pain. Cause that's all that he deserves. He's been working on our nerve for fucking years. This fucking queer's just a jerk off in a perv. Team Bushes, Team Bushes. Once tried to diddle his brother. I can't even fucking imagine what this did to his mother. He got locked up in a psych ward for his sick crimes, and decades later he got exposed by Joey Dimes. Now he's on a fucking mission to prove he's no Jomo, and he never stops bitching cause he's such a homo. He claims he spent years in prison, but he don't remember exactly where he did his time cause he's a pretender. He made up this fucking lie to try to impress you, and he'll sad fish and he'll cry to try and finesse you. So Team Bushes is on a mission as Pizza's opposition to destroy his fake persona and put an end to his grifting. Team Bushes, Team Bushes, yeah, Team Bushes. They're peeping through the shadows, creeping mad slow, watching Pizza doing bad shows cause he's an asshole. Alex Vela, OZ, Rottweiler, Muggsy, Hellcat, Mooch, and the one and only Dixie Lee. Team Bushes is the name and they all work towards the same fucking goal, and that is only to cause Tony Pizza pain. Cause that's all that he deserves. He's been working on our nerve for fucking years. This fucking queer's just a jerk off and a perv. Team Bushes, they're here to keep an eye on you and make your life a living hell. Cause you're a piece of shit and that ain't hard to fucking tell. You grift and you scheme and you bitch and you scream and you throw temper tantrums till they give you some green. You're a whiny fucking jerk and you refuse to go to work. If you don't get what you want, you lose your shit and go berserk. Go Z, bought membership for FBS's chat, and you fucking lost your mind and began to attack. Dixie Lee is a lady that you once were obsessed with, then she rejected your ass just like everyone else did. Alex Bella's channel is fucking hilarious. He clowns you in his videos and you should be embarrassed, bitch. You terrorize relentlessly in every single chat cause nobody has more fucking sock accounts than Hellcat, Rottweiler, Luke, and Muggsy are world-class ball breakers, but Tony Pizza's a fraud and his crew are all fakers. shadows, creeping mad slow, watching pizza doing bad shows cause he's an asshole. Alex Bella, OZ, Rottweiler, Muggsy, Hellcat, Moach, and the one and only Dixie Lee. Team Bushes is the name, and they all work towards the same fucking goal, and that is only to cost Tony Pizza pain, cause that's all that he deserves. He's been working on a nerve for fucking years, this fucking queer's just a jerk off and a perv. Team Bushes, yeah, yeah, the Team Bushes, yeah, yeah. The Team Bushes, Team Bushes.
Yizzo, god damn, I'm close to the camera. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Good morning, good morning. I don't know what happened there with the intro. I was having issues. I don't know why, but I was. Who do we have here? Let's see. Sally, Miss Can't Be Wrong. The Saxon, Pat Travellino. Hey now. War. Jennifer 4x4. Who else? Is that it? That might be it. There's not many people here. Yeah, it looks like it. Did I miss Destroyer of Evil? Oh, what's going on? Let me see. FBS on the road? Yeah. Yeah, you could say that. I drove 10 fucking hours yesterday. Yeah. And I mean, I literally stopped for a total of maybe, if you combine all the stops, maybe like 30, 35 minutes tops. A couple of times I ran in some service like plazas to use the bathroom or, you know, get a little, actually I didn't even buy anything because I brought snacks and food and shit. But a couple of times I just stopped to smoke a cigarette. So yeah, I was on the road all fucking day. I got in last night at I don't know, 9:30, 9:45, something like that. And then I did a politics show around 10 something. And then I was up till 3 in the morning. I ordered DoorDash at fucking 1 in the morning. You know, so yeah, I'm far, far away. I did, Miss Can't Be Wrong. I did. I am far, far away. BTF Phoenix, hello. How are you? Yes, Pat, absolutely. What you could tell? BTF, yes. I am in Alaska. Don't ask me how I got here in only 10 hours, but I did it. I did. Where were you coming from? Oh, no. I mean, when I say I got in, I didn't mean I got home. I mean, I got to my destination. So, yeah. Thanks, War. So I'll be, you know, whatever. Anyway. So I got to do my work no matter what. You know how that goes. I have to work. I have to. It's how I make a fucking living. So before I even start my day today, and I have a lot to do today, I have to do one of these and do a politics show. And then, you know, shave all this. And then I can begin my day. I am back in Alaska. I am. Now there's only 31 people here, which is horrible. No, not business, but not vacation. It's something I'd rather, something I wish I didn't have to do. I have to do. I'll just put it that way. So anyway, yeah, there's not many people, but I got no choice but to say this. I do need people to donate today if possible, because I got to continue to make a living. And because I've been doing so many politics shows and the super chats are pretty good, Cash wise, I'm suffering here. It's not good. So, and you know, obviously, what I'm doing is costing me a lot of fucking money. So, you know, hopefully, I won't be on here for nothing. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I left yesterday morning. I left yesterday morning and I went back home twice. I got about 30 minutes away from home. Well, the first time I was only 10 minutes away from home. I turned around and went back home. And the second time I was about 30 minutes away from home. And I realized there was something at my house that I could not forget to bring on this trip. So I had to go back home again and get that. And then I finally was on the road for the day. And I never drove that far in my life. You know what I mean? Like 10 hours. And like I said, a combined total of maybe 35 minutes worth of breaks. So, yeah, it's a good thing that fucking SUV pretty much drives itself. Seriously. But anyway, I'm settled in here, and I got my breakfast. I ordered some McDonald's. I eat so carefully at home. I'm just eating like shit on this trip, like absolute shit. So I wanted 2 Egg McMuffins and hash browns, and that's what I fucking got. Uh-oh. Give me a sec, guys. Had a little spillage here. Be right back. Wait. All right. Here I am. I drove 14 hours to the bottom of Bama one time. I was younger, never again. Yeah, I was not thrilled. Oh, no doubt, War. I was not thrilled about taking this trip. Needless to say. But it's all good. I got to do what I got to do. Yeah, I don't blame you. Who wouldn't want an Egg McMuffin at any time of day? It's the greatest thing ever made. Oh, man, what would I do without you? Hey now. $50 for you make even ordinary days feel magical. Same to you. I feel the same. Thank you, hey now. And $50 definitely helps. Jesus Christ, you're a trip. Anyway, I saw a lot of shit yesterday that I never saw before. That was good. But, you know, I don't want to bore you guys with my stupid trip. I drove to New York straight through 24 hours. God damn. There's no way. There's no way I couldn't do it. I couldn't fucking do it. I was going to break it up between 2 days. Then I'm like, fuck that. Don't be a pussy. It's fucking 10 hours. Just drive. So anyway, 23 hours straight from Houston, Texas to Chicago. That was a trip. God damn. That's crazy. Should drive to Alaska like I did. That's really wild. So anyway, so yesterday, Joey Dimes, while I was driving, and I actually appreciate him for doing this because I always got to have background noise, you know, and I get tired of listening to politics. I really do. Hey, Sally, you got $1 Mimo? I really do. So, I was just looking for different shit. I listened to music probably 6 hours of the fucking trip, but I listened to some true crime stories and stuff. But Joey Dimes sent me Pete's video. Did you really? Fuck that. Well, you had a good reason for it, though. For that kind of money, I would too. Yeah, except I ain't getting paid to take this trip. I'm paying to take this trip. So I turn on this pizza video. And pizza, it's the one titled, you know, something, I'm out of the drama or whatever the fuck it is. And he's talking about this channel. There's some troll channel, probably NB. And the whole point of this channel, I don't know if a lot of people realize this, but the whole point of this channel, that's why I took the SUV. Yes, the rough terrain. Absolutely. Yeah. The whole point of this channel is to cause issues with me and other people. Okay. The whole point. Like, it's supposed to look like a channel. It's just making fun of everybody. But I took a look at some of the videos, and it's all SoFlo, me, Chicago, and it's like videos of me talking about them and them talking about me and all that shit. So really, all the channel exists for is to cause a war between me and SoFlo and Chicago. That's all it is. And you could tell somebody coached Tony Pizza yesterday. Like, I don't know if it was Terry Time, NB. I don't know who coached him, but he came on and he was talking like he was obviously trying to cause an issue, but he thinks he's smooth when he does it. He's like, boy, I'll tell you what, that FBS, I hate that cocksucker, but boy, is he right about Georgie Poolstick, Jorge Espinoza, and blah, blah, and Chicago Muscle, too. Boy, is he right about them. And I gotta give it to him. He did some really good videos about them. And it's like, yeah, gee, I can't see through this. What's going on here, Tony? I wonder. Like, come on, bro. Like, yeah. And they're supposed to get mad at me, and I'm supposed to get mad at them and all that shit. So it's just funny that he'll do that and think that nobody notices. I mean, this was so like there's no way you can miss what he was doing. It was so obvious that somebody put him up to it. They said, do a show and talk about how good FBS is and how you actually like him. And he really goes after Chicago and SoFlo good. And maybe that's supposed to get me to be like, wow, Tony Peace is not such a bad guy after all. Yeah, no. So I was going to play that one, but I'm not gonna now, because there's another one, and it's actually Tony Pizza talking about the mob, and that's the one I want to play because he's just so full of shit. It's extraordinary. That's right, BTF Phoenix. Yes, Captain Obvious is the one that coached Tony Pizza on what to say in this video. So funny. It's so funny because, and listen, I talked to somebody about this recently. Everybody knows what they're up to, the trolls and shit. They want to start a war between me and those two guys. And hey, quite honestly, maybe it'll work. Maybe they'll come after me. And most likely I'll ignore it, or maybe I'll use it to make money. I don't know, but I don't think that's their plan. It doesn't keep me up at night. I'll tell you that much. I'm not worried either way. But they know what's going on. They know, It's supposed to distract me from what I'm doing with the politics because nobody wants to see me succeed, which is too late. I already have. And, people aren't happy unless certain people are fighting, and they hate everybody who hates me hates them, and everybody who hates them hates me pretty much. So that, they want to see us fight with each other because that's what they get off on, shit like that, The three people they hate the most fighting with each other. But, you'd have to attack me for me to attack you, no matter who it is, And Tony needs some acting lessons. You've seen my acting skills on display. I'm a beast. Tony Pizza's like, boy, I'll tell you what, I'm starting to love my enemy, FBS. I mean, he's a cockshucking degenerate, Devato eating, cancel culture, whatever. But, man, was he right about Chicago, Sure. BTF, $2. Say Sally is the bestest, please. Thank you for the $2. Sally is the bestest. Absolutely. You didn't even have to pay me to say that. This must be going out of their they must be going out of their minds. You left MobTube. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure, because it's not even that. It's not even well, I mean, I'm still on MobTube. I do these shows, but I know what you mean. It's not leaving here that would bother them. It's seeing what's going on with the politics that would bother them. You know what I mean? The other day, I got the first $200 super chat I've gotten in probably years. Well, maybe not. At least a year, something like that. And that was from a fucking Trump supporter, okay? During a politics show. I'm getting, even last night, I'm exhausted. I drove fucking 10 hours. I get in the hotel. I'm fucking exhausted, just beat. and I do a politics show and I get like 17,000 views. You know what I mean? So it's driving them crazy because they can see that I'm gradually just removing myself from all this horse shit. And that's the last thing they want. Not just that though, but because I'm going to be successful somewhere else. And eventually the money will, Mike Ramey, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Eventually the money will be more than I've ever gotten on MobTube or ever could have imagined getting, you know, and that's what drives them the craziest. You got to remember, these fucking assholes started attacking me to begin with simply because I was making money, you know. So, what do you mean busy? Where? Oh, you talking about? Oh yeah, we will. Mike Ramey's a good dude. He's with us all the time with the politics chats and shit. We'll get a lot of people, but yeah, even last night it was late night. It was busy. Yeah. We were up to 400 and something people last night in the live chat, and then we hovered around like over 200 pretty much the entire fucking time. I was on for like an hour and 15 minutes. No, an hour and 34 minutes, I think. The drama is so played out at this point. Angel and Angela are going to go back and forth until the end of time. I believe they will. Especially since, you know, they're women. The dudes on here are bad enough. Me being one of them. I've gone back and forth with so many fucking assholes. But those two, they're women. Women are petty. No offense, ladies, but, you know, and they can't let anything go. That's just women. You trust me, as a man, I found that out throughout my life. You could do something to a woman now, and she won't even fucking mention it. 30 years from now, she'll be like, do you remember that time in 2025 when you did this? And you'd be like, no, I don't. Yeah, well, I do. Oh, well, apparently you do. What did I do again? She'll be taking it out on you 30 years later. I've seen shit like that. It happened in my own relationships. You know, I was in a relationship for so many years, and we never fought. Never. There was never even so much as an argument. I used to think that's amazing. I mean, I can't even tell you about any real argument or fight we had. Well, about 8 years into it, I found out that she had just been saving all that shit. Every little fucking thing I ever did to irritate her, she was just saving it, bottling it up, waiting for the day she explodes. And when she exploded, my whole life fell apart. I said, holy shit, I didn't even know you were mad about these things. These things happened in the 90s. Like, what the fuck? So, anyway, that's life. Jesus, Pat. Yeah, that's crazy. I say, remember that time you had a cold and I had to baby you? Oh, you do that, what, to your man? Yeah. It's something else. But anyway, that's why Angela and Angel will be fighting forever. Plus, they were so close. When you're that close, you know, it's like for example, you know, so many friendships on here I've ended, and then the people decided to come after me, with all of them at some point, right? And I chose not to fight with my friends in most cases, unless they pushed me too far, and then I had to, you know. But you know, my choice is always not to fight with an ex-friend like that anyway. Not just because you know you were close and now you're hurting each other, but you know so much about each other. You know what I mean? It's like you could literally fight for years. Like Angel and Angela could fight for years, and for years they could both, you know, show text messages and who knows what else. Who knows if there's recorded calls? Who knows? You know, and they can go back and forth forever because they'll have endless content. It's like when you've had, you know, 300 phone conversations with a person, stuff like that. So, and that's why Angela at first, she didn't want to show those text messages, but then she did eventually, you know. That's how it goes. FBS, you were so right about that. I had a chick barking at me over some shit I did 6 months ago. Oh, yeah, no doubt. And the funny thing is, like, when it happened, they didn't even seem upset. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had done shit in that one relationship I was talking about where I was like, oh, I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. And she would just be like, oh, it's no big deal. Don't worry about that. We're fine. Yeah. Oh, are we? 8 years later, you motherfucker. Did you really think you were going to get away with that? I actually thought I did. What do you mean? Apparently not. One more word about anything more than 1 year and I'm gone. One more word. What do you mean? I'm sorry. I'm not about throwing shit up in someone's face for years. I'm sure you've done it though, Miss Campion. We all have. You know what I mean? But women especially, man. Women, and I only say that because men, not everybody. There's definitely some men that are like chicks that they keep everything inside, then they explode. But like me, for example, whatever you do now, I'm going to tell you about it right fucking now. I can't help myself. I won't be able to live with myself if I don't get it off my chest. You know, it'd be too much. So I don't understand that shit, bottling all that stuff up. But there's dudes that do it too. And that shit. Let me just hear. Bottling all that stuff up. But there's dudes that do it too. That doesn't sound right. There's something going on here with my fucking... Oh, you know what it is probably? Fucking bitch. Guys, tell me if this sounds better. Tell me if this sounds better. Well, first of all, does that sound better? Maybe I don't have to do anything. Yeah, that shit. Let me just hear. Bottling all that stuff up. Hold on. But there is probably... Fucking bitch. Guys, tell me if this sounds better. Tell me if this sounds better. Well, first of all, does that sound better? Maybe I don't have to do anything. Hold on, I think I had to change my settings here. Audio, mic. MacBook Pro microphone. You motherfucker. How does that sound right there? I bet you that sounds better, doesn't it? Sounds better, doesn't it? Tell me the truth. Don't lie. It's all right. How does that sound right there? I bet you that sounds better, doesn't it? I'm not actually sure. I'm not actually sure if it sounds better. Or maybe I'll put one of these on me. Hold on. It's like I'm putting on a fucking wire here. All right, see how that goes. So anyway, I'll get to this video here in a second, and we can have some fun. And if you guys can, oh, did I, Miss Campion? Oh well. Oh really? The audio sounded all flat. And you know why, Mike? Because it's set as a default to my home microphone and my Rodecaster, and I didn't change it last night, even though I was using these little lapel mics and shit. So I'll fix that. Well, I just did, and hopefully I'll remember to do it on the politics show too. Mike, do me a favor. Anytime that happens on a politics show, please comment it and let me know, because I got to fix it. Both sounded fine. Okay, all right. Well, buongiorno, Alex Majax. What's going on, bro? Yeah, I'll take care of that. I thought last night sounded okay. Maybe not though. Anyway, I'm gonna put this video on, and we're gonna listen to Tony Pizza talk about the mafia as if he was in it, you know, because that's what Tony does. And if I didn't just say this a minute ago, please donate to the show, guys.
All right. Now, the biggest lie yesterday that I heard was that this Louis Kasman, right? He's pushing the envelope with the Gotti shit. You know, just because
Let me say this.
Gave John Gotti a lot of fucking money.
Let me just say this before I even go on, and I think all of you will agree with me. Now, I can't say Louis Kasman is 100% honest. Of course not. And I'm quite sure he isn't. But Louis Kasman was literally like John Gotti's son. And this motherfucker really goes on this rant about like Louis Kasman talking about the Gottis and like how he's wrong about stuff and shit. And it's like, The guy couldn't have been closer to John Gotti. What are you talking about? And you're just a character who plays a mobster on YouTube. I mean, I know you said yesterday, or I know you said you had shit to do yesterday. I didn't know if you were in a different room or somewhere else last night, but yeah, I'll say something. Thank you. No, yeah, I'm in a hotel right now. I'm in a hotel. I had to travel yesterday. So anyway, let's get back to this.
And John Gotti praised him like a son because of all the money he fucking gave away. Okay, that's one thing. Louis Casman on American Made is a fucking storytelling lying scumbag. I knew
Who's American Made? Who is that?
Alphonse D'Amato. Senator Alphonse D'Amato was a personal friend of mine.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I lived in Island Park. I used to
He's
walk.
so full of shit from beginning to end. Alphonse D'Amato is a personal friend of mine. Yeah, where? What do you mean? Where? What proof do we have of that? Why do you just expect us to believe this shit when you lie non-fucking stop? He just says this shit. It rolls off his tongue, these lies. Like, I've never seen a motherfucker more comfortable lying. It's insane.
Walk around the feast with him. Okay. I mean, the guy wore Fila jogging suits just like we did. And
just like we did. The only Fila jogging suit you ever wore, Tony, is the one your fucking mom bought you for your breakdancing crew. Do I still have that picture? Oh, fuck. I had to take it down for room, I guess. Son of a bitch. Like we did. We. You were never a part of any we, Tony.
He was friends with Phil Pazil. Phil Pazil ran Channel 80 and a couple other clubs down there in Island Park. Louis Casman all of a sudden owned clubs in Island Park. Yeah. All of a sudden, Louis Casman was a big club owner. Bullshit.
So?
Right? Then he's saying that Tommy Gambino gave Alphonse D'Amato lots of envelopes. So Phil Pazil got slapped on the wrist for whatever the fuck they grabbed him on.
Again, who would know this information better? This clown who just memorized some shit from back in the day from hearing people talk, or Louis fucking Casman?
Wrong. Phil Pazil was a club owner in a neighborhood. Okay? And Alphonse D'Amato lived in that neighborhood. And they were good friends. So if Alphonse D'Amato went on Phil Pazil's behalf to...
Dimes just sent me the picture of a Tony and his breakdancing crew. Maybe I'll put it up then.
You know, help him out in his court problem. Had nothing to do with getting a fucking bribe or taking envelopes from the mob. Okay?
What?
If this guy's smearing a good man's name by saying he took envelopes from the mob.
Okay, hold on. I remember him saying that John Gotti kissed him on the cheek, or did he say kissed him on the mouth and said, I don't know about to put his hands on his butt part. I never heard that. He said they don't make mean pieces of oh, I didn't read the whole thing. No, I do remember him saying that John Gotti told him they don't make men like us no more. You know? Yeah, John Gotti, of all people, is he going to say that to Tony fucking Pizza? Yeah.
Well, Alphonse D'Amato, okay, and Rudy Giuliani, if anybody remembers, they teamed up together and went after fucking drug dealers and the mob. So Louis Casman, you know, before you smear a good man's name.
Before you smear.
All right? Before you say anything about Alphonse D'Amato, I'd shut the fuck up if I were you, because you're really starting to piss me off. And then
that is the part I found the funniest. If he were to say, you know, if I was you, I'd shut the fuck up because you're pissing off some serious people, something like that. Okay. It's still coming from him would be hilarious, but to hear him say you're really pissing me to fuck off. So in other words, Louis should be shook because he's irritating a guy who has proven on multiple occasions that not only will he not do anything to anyone, but if people come to do something to him, he will literally haul ass and head for the hills. Unbelievable. This guy, like, how many times do you have to be exposed as a pussy before you stop talking like a tough guy? I'm just curious. And maybe, BTF, maybe. I thought this degenerate died or had a flat tire or something. He got another motorhome. No. He's living in his Aviator. He did have an issue, but he's living in his Aviator again. It's because, you know, somebody at Lemon Bay or something took care of his car for him. Cocksucker. My son's father's uncle drove for the mafia mob in New York. Your son's father's uncle. Okay. Tia Fireball. Tommy Gambino could build a mansion out of $100 bills. Yes, for sure. People around here use the term they because they are pussies and don't want to name names. They. Yeah, I know. Pete, I told your ass I ran NY. I was the Goomba to beat all Goombas. I was doing all the bosses. God damn. Holy shit. Let me see who else we got. Pizza was the real target in the barbershop of the Anastasia hit. Oh, definitely. Yeah. And the Columbo hit. It was supposed to be him. And the Galante hit. It was me with the cigar in my mouth. The guy is comic gold. He just don't know. People laugh at him, not with him. That's right. That's right. All right, let's get back to this.
And you put out a video. You put out a video saying that Gene Gotti, Nicky Carrazzo, and Big Lou are the top 3 fucking contenders in the Gambino family now. Are you out of your fucking mind? What's up, Wizard? Good morning. Mark's channel. I mean, this guy is out of his fucking mind.
This guy is out of his fucking mind. He sounds like Baba Booey. Nine.
Gene Barillo. Is that really Gene Barillo?
No.
Sit down and have a talk about.
There's nothing Tony can't be fooled by. You could go in his chat as fucking Donald Trump, and he'll fucking somehow, at the very least, be curious if it's really him. You know what I mean? He'll try to convince himself somehow. Gene Barillo isn't in your chat, and it's Barillo, fuckface, not Barillo.
Best made men.
Barillo is what you use to smoke crack with.
I have questions that you have an answer. If that's really him, that's fucking crazy. Anyway.
It's not.
Well, I did know everybody back in the 80s and the 90s.
Sure you did.
That's not Gene. Thanks, Sharon. How are you, Sharon? We got 2 Sharons now. Sharon Finnan and yeah, my name was Sean McCarthy when I was a kid.
There we go. This is one of the other reasons. Hey, Tom Sheehy, what's going on, my brother? Good to see you. This is the other reason I played this clip. What's coming up is just fantastic. About his name, oh, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. If you're wondering what I'm doing here, listen, I never buy scratch-offs except for when I'm in different states. I don't know why. I just like to give it a shot, but I don't buy them generally because they're fucking horrible. Now, I remember back in the day you could actually win on a scratch-off. So I bought a few, and I'm actually having fun here scratching these scratch-offs while I'm playing Tony Pizza's video. It's a Maltese cross. I don't know if it's seen as a racist symbol or not. I'm not sure. Pizza also has a pirate. Grr. Oh, my brown eye ran away. Yes, he does. Very time. Yep.
What's the problem? What's the problem? What's the problem with being adopted and having an Irish name? That Irish name kept me out of trouble because the cops never looked at me twice. The cops never looked at me twice because of that name. I'm not Irish, so
the cops never looked at me twice. They never looked at you twice because you were never a criminal, fuckface. You never even broke the law for real. Like, why would they be eyeing you up? They see you and they see a homeless guy. They pay as much attention to you as they would any other homeless guy. Like, oh, look, there's a homeless guy. And then they keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't give me a second look at my Irish name. And the fact that you were never a criminal. You know, if you add that to the mix, then you'd be correct. Yeah.
Yeah. There's these immature fucks. They're still fucking trying to make like my Irish name matters. All right? They still think that matters. That Irish name kept me out of a lot of trouble.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
Cops were looking for me. They never looked at me.
Think about what he just said. When the cops were looking for me, they never looked at me. Okay, guys, I'm going to sit back here for a second, and I'm going to wait for you all to tell me what that means. When the cops were looking for me, they never looked at me. The cops never looked at him twice. LOL, no Irish criminals in New York. What did that mean? Did I misunderstand what he just said? When cops were looking for me, they never looked at me. So your name was Sean McCarthy, and they were obviously, if they were looking for you, they were looking for Sean McCarthy. But because your name is Sean McCarthy, they didn't even look at you? Is that the correct information I just gathered from that stupid ass story? Yeah. They didn't want to approach him because they didn't want to smell him. Yeah, exactly. I remember when he said that the FBI used to call him the hitman on the corner. He's so full of shit. Yeah, no Irish criminals. Not like the Westies or anything like that. No, none. Fucking Tony Pizza. Pizza, of course, they didn't look at you because you're like 5'2" with titties. True, nobody wants to see that fucking face. The Irishman didn't get him in trouble, so like any smart criminal, he changed it for an Italian one so he could get in trouble and get noticed. Yeah, he's like Chris Moltisanti in The Sopranos, you know? Cowboy-itis, remember that? Yeah. He went and bought all the newspapers because he heard he was in them. Yeah, that's Tony Pizza. He's like, these cops ain't paying no attention to me with the last name McCarthy. I'm going to change it to Caruana. It rhymes with marijuana. Maybe that'll get their attention.
Okay. And when I changed my name to my real name, the name I'm supposed to have, the one I have right now, my grandfather told me, you were better off with the other name. That's what he told me. You were better off with the other name. And he was right.
Yeah, I would say he was probably right.
I was better off keeping that Irish name. He was definitely right. So anyway, we'll go back to what I was saying because these fucking jerk-offs know that I'm striking them in the heart. Okay?
Yep.
This fucking Louis Cosman. What a blowhole. Growing a goatee now. Trying to change your looks. Listen, asshole, I know I sat with you in Newport Richie. I know it was you sitting with me playing stupid. Okay? So you're going to be exposed. Sooner or later, I'm going to pop up at that Dunkin' Donuts. You're going to be there.
Who's he talking about now? I lost track of what he was saying. Who's he talking about now?
There. And I'm going to fucking make you get on camera with me. That's for one. And changing your looks ain't going to fucking save you.
Change my name to my real name. That's
until you want to act like you're a gaudy, know-it-all, and you
Oh,
know,
Lewis, okay.
you're loyal to John. Well, you know what? John be turning in his grave right now because of the shit you're saying. The shit you're saying about his brother, who doesn't deserve to have a bullseye on his back.
I think
Because
wherever John Gotti is right now, he's got bigger problems than what Lewis is saying. You know what I mean? All the fire and the pitchforks and stuff. Just my guess.
you want to say he's the fucking boss now. Hey, Terry Tan, good morning.
Oh, look. White trash cunt showed up. Wonderful for Tony.
I mean, anybody with a brain would say that would be the dumbest fucking move anybody could ever make. Hi, Tammy. Good morning, my love.
I lost on all 3 scratch-offs. What kind of horse shit is that?
Tammy, text me. Let me know that's really you, okay, babe?
Okay, babe. He's so fucking paranoid in this chat. It's so fucking funny. Somebody came in there as Blue, I think, or something, and wanted the wrench back. And you know who that Blue person is. They came in here a couple of times and talked shit. But it's not even paranoia. What it is, at first it sounds like paranoia. He's like, I don't know if it's really you. I think it was Blue. I don't know, somebody. I don't know if it's really you. So I can't give you a wrench. I'm sorry. He says it 2 or 3 times, and then he goes, listen, if you want your wrench back, send me a Cash App so I know it's you. Yeah, of course. And that's what it's really all about, isn't it? Because it could be Satan himself in that chat. If Kamala Harris went into Pizza's chat and sent him $5, she'd get a fucking wrench. If Obama went into his chat and gave, Obama's, so is Kamala. Shit. All right, they'd have to donate more than 5. But still, they could get wrenches for money. Let me see. Mike.
All right, it's you. So,
guys, I'd like you to hit that super chat button or that Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. Cash would be extra nice right now, so please, if you can, I'd appreciate it. If you're enjoying the show,
how fucking retarded would that be? With all the scrutiny from the fucking press.
No, I don't think so.
You,
I don't think so, Ducks, because I don't even know if we ever discussed it, because I don't play them usually, you know. I just, when I'm in different states sometimes, if I stop at a gas station, and yesterday I was in a different state. I stopped at a gas station to take a piss. I felt like I had to buy something. So I bought a few scratch-offs, and I lost on them. Motherfuckers.
I knew it was you. Let's make sure. Thank you, baby. With all the scrutiny from the press that poor man would get, if that was true, how long do you think he would last on the street after doing all that fucking time that he did? Do you really think that man wants to be the boss? I mean,
how does Tony know? He's talking about Gene right now, right? Because, you know, I drift away. Gene Gotti. How does he know if Gene would want to be the boss? Like, he just said it himself. After all that time he did, do you think he'd want to be the boss? Personally, I think that might be exactly why he'd want to be the boss. Think about it. You basically threw your life away. 30 fucking years in prison, whatever he spent. How much did he spend altogether? 27? I forget. Okay, I think it's 27 years or some shit like that. Why not just say fuck it and be the boss? You know what I mean? Of course, these days, I don't know what the fuck you're going to be the boss of. I don't know what the Gambino family's up to these days. Apparently, illegal sports betting. They're working with Fat Nick Minucci, of all fucking people, the Howard Beach Bat Kid. What is there to be boss of? But okay, you did all those decades in prison. Fucking become boss. You might as well. He's gonna die soon. He's old as a motherfucker. Gene Gotti's got to be 80 fucking years old. So, and now it ain't like being boss when he was in his prime before he went to fucking prison. No, it ain't like being boss when his brother was boss. But be the boss. How do you know he doesn't want to? How do you know that wasn't his plan all along while he was in prison to come out and take over as boss? How do you know? By the way, a wonderful gentleman who I love like a brother just came through. By the way, his name is Tom with $100. Tom, thank you so much. I appreciate you more than you could ever know. Of course, I tell you that all the time. You're a truly good man. See that? That's a beautiful thing. Now, who else can do something like this? I got 46 people watching. I made $150 in cash so far. And more of you are going to donate. I can feel it in my balls. So by the end of the show, who knows how much I'll be up to. Thank you, Tom. Thank you so much. Yeah, but it's cold right now. I don't know what you're talking about. Everything the mob did nowadays is legal. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Oh, nowadays, you mean what they're doing is legal? Mike, there was a bust recently. It was like 4 of the 5 families. I think it was every family except for Lucchese or Colombo. I can't remember which one. It was definitely Gambino, Bonanno, Genovese. I feel like Colombo is it was the Colombo family that wasn't involved. But it might have been Lucchese. I don't remember. Somebody in here will correct me. And it was just like illegal sports betting. It was a pretty elaborate thing from what I understand. They had real like NBA players and shit like that involved. But I mean, that's what they're up to. That's all they really, other than who knows what they're doing as far as the internet and what kind of scams they got going on. That's pretty much, I mean, they'd have to be somehow involved with that to make money these days, but they don't kill nobody no fucking more. They ain't out robbing banks and all that shit. I don't, who knows if they're selling drugs. I would think they probably would have to make any decent money. But it's sports betting and bookmaking because, you know, that's I'm sorry, same thing. Sports betting and loan sharking. That's really all I can imagine they really got going on anymore, but simply because there's always going to be people that want to be able to bet on credit without having money up front. And then those people who bet on credit and lose, they're going to need a loan shark to borrow the money to pay back the guy they bet with. So sports and loans. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Tom is awesome. Gene doesn't have fake hood scoops. He could never be boss. Yeah, Tony Pizza. I'm Tony Pizza. I should be boss. I got the spray painted aviator with the stick on hood scoops from Walmart. And you see my dog in the back? They're probably into cyber criminality, crypto, shit like that, and drug dealing. Yeah, I would think. But even drug dealing, I wonder about. Like, you know, Philly got in trouble a few years ago for drug dealing and stuff. But even that's so, you know, that's such a high profile crime. Like, you know, if they're under constant surveillance, I don't even know how easy that is for them to do. Who knows? But when they get busted, you know, what was it? Mush Russo? He got busted, the Colombo family, with the unions and stuff, right? And that actually surprised me because I can't even believe they had any type of union control anymore. But I mean, not like they did back in the day. That's for damn sure. When was that? 22 or something like that? Andy Mush Russo? I think so. And Dragona is 100% drug operation. Oh, probably, yeah. Why don't you kill me? What does that mean, Jennifer 4x4? The fuck does that mean? You okay? Oh, Sally, $2. Here's a feeble attempt at a she-he support match. Hey, that's fine, Sally. I appreciate every dollar. Thank you. You got dollar, Mimo? Thank you very, very much. Maybe that's why people don't donate as much anymore. You see like $100 donation, $50 donation, and you think, what's my $2 going to do? It's money. What do you mean? Anything's better than zero. I heard that they were very well isolated from the law. They could be very active. We just don't know. How would they be these days? How are you isolated from the law if you're in the fucking mafia? You know what I mean? It'll always be one of the FBI's top priorities, the mob. I think. Just my opinion, though. Just my fucking opinion.
I mean, you know, this guy is so fucking retarded. And then he wants to drag Nikki into it. And Big Lou. I mean, this guy thinks he's a sports announcer. He thinks he's a sports announcer for the mob. Like, you know, like he's talking about quarterbacks and running backs and, you know, who's the top. The fuck out of here, Louis Casman. You better shut the fuck up and stay off YouTube. You're starting to sound like...
You know what it is? Let me tell you what this is all about right here, okay? Tony Pizza still, after 4.5 years of people not believing him, that he had anything to do with the mafia. Damn, that pimple is fucking Jesus. He is he's just so hungry for that. He wants people to believe him that he was part of the mob, and he makes up his bullshit stories and he repeats rumors he heard decades ago and stuff like that. So he wants to be that guy. He wants to be MobTube's, you know, genuine mob guy. The problem is he was never associated with the mob or anything, but still, because he wants to be that guy, Louis Casman pisses him off because who's this cocksucker coming on here doing what I do, talking about the mob and telling people things about guys in the streets and blah, 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 sports bet. And I know more than any of these cocksuckers because I truly think this fucking jerk off has oh my God, are you serious? Holy shit, Fat Nick's mom killed herself? I did not hear that. Wow. Wow. Because of this, you think? Because of this case? I doubt it's because of this case. God damn. Well, he didn't contribute to her having a good life, that's for sure. God almighty. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, he wants to be that guy, you know? So Louis is pissing him off. So he's got to put Louis down and act like he knows more, you know, and Louis is just some asshole. That's what he's trying to do. Meanwhile, you know, I would take Louis's word on anything before I would take if Tony Pizza told me the sky is blue and fucking Louis Casman told me it was purple with yellow polka dots, I'd believe Louis. Seriously. I believe Louis. I'd have to go out and check at least. I'd say they're involved in pretty much all the same things, just not in the same level as they once were. Well, I don't know about all the same things, but yeah, a lot of stuff probably. But there's like, you know, truck hijacking and all kinds of shit like that. You know what I mean? That I don't think, and again, bank robberies and crazy shit like that. And what else? I don't think they have. I could be wrong about this, but I don't know if they got crews. Well, they might actually have their own little farm teams and shit out there doing shit and kicking up to them. You know, it's possible, I guess, but not like back in the day. No crime is ever going to be like it was back in the day. It can't be. You know, there's too many cameras and shit, and rats and everything else. I don't know, Anonymous. They might be, but I don't understand how they would be. Like what in other words, they had fear. Anything they had control of was because of the fear they instilled in people. People were terrified of them. They could take over unions because, you know, otherwise they'll fucking kill somebody, you know, if they don't get control of what they want control of. But they don't have that fear to put in anybody. I mean, what's going to happen if you do something to the Gambino family? What are they going to come slap you in the face and walk off? They're going to punch you in the stomach, kick you in the shin, step on your foot? What could they do anymore? They don't kill no fucking buddy. So the number one thing that drove them to be so powerful and successful, it's not even a tool in their toolkit anymore. So I just, that's why I have such a hard time believing they got anything real going on other than some just plain brilliant scams, because that's the funny thing about mob guys. The dude in Office Space said it perfect. Like they could barely tie their own shoes, but they can come up with these elaborate schemes, you know? Even Hootie got on DJ Vlad. No content creator has given the time of day, given him the time of day outside of Lee and Tom LaVecchia before they realized he was a fraud. Yeah. And I can't believe it took them time to realize that. Maybe, Mike Ramey. Yeah, it's very possible. Definitely after he got picked up and something happened with her daughter. Oh, really? With Nick's sister? Oh, shit. You're part of Andromeda. You can only propose first blood family members, and all families work together. If you get pinched, you have to testify against your father, brothers, and mother. It's crazy, right? That's a hell of a way to structure it just for that reason. Yeah, exactly. And you'll be caught because you can't do any fucking. Listen, trust me, I know. My last little county bid, when I when they called me, to the guard desk there was a state trooper there waiting to take my fucking because I was getting released to take my DNA, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And they said, "Well, anybody convicted of a felony after 2004 or whatever has to give a DNA sample to the state police now." I'm like, "What the fuck?" That's when I realized it was all over. I can't even. I used to fantasize about robbing banks, but how can you anymore? If you even touch the fucking counter, they can get your DNA. They've busted bank robbers through DNA. It's insane. You can't even do that. And DNA is like you can't not spread it. You could put gloves on, but your DNA, you're touching the gloves to put them on. So there's fucking, you know what I mean? There's DNA on the gloves. Like you can't escape it. There's too many ways to be caught now. It's just, I'm not saying guys don't get caught robbing banks. I'm sure they do all the time, but not like they used to. I always wonder what Raymundi had on Lee Cole for Lee to go through everything to get out of the Senate Mills meetup. Listen, and I'm not even trying to talk bad about Lee. I'm just being honest. I said this before, and this is my true opinion. I don't think Lee wanted to be on camera from like head to toe. The way they interviewed Raymundi and the way they interview everybody, they got your whole body in the shot. I don't think Lee wanted that. I'm going to be honest. And I'll tell you the truth, I don't even know if I blame him because that, he would have been ridiculed into the fucking ground, maybe literally, So that's why I think he skipped it. Plus, Raymundi was probably going to say some shit that Lee thought was embarrassing or something. Who knows? But he should have never accepted if that was the case. I think he accepted because it seemed like an exciting opportunity. And as he thought it over, he was like, oh, shit, there's many, many downsides to this. Many. That's what I think. Chris, think about what you're saying. The government is just as bad as the mafia. When you're surrounded by powerful people, it's easy to stay hidden or just not reported on. The mafia is alive and well. Chris, think about what you're saying. The government is just as bad as the mafia. No, Anonymous Legion. I totally disagree. And I'm sure you can imagine over the years of doing this, I've spoken to some people who are without a doubt, we'll just say in the know. Okay. And they've told me it's not dead, but it's nothing like it used to be. Nothing. So I don't see them having union control anymore. Just my opinion. Yeah, that's something like that, possibly. Something like that, possibly. Some sort of internet shit, like I said, yeah. There's no threat of violence. Nobody gives a shit. Now it's these super elaborate cyber crimes. That's what I'm assuming they have. But then again, if they're into those, what are they doing with the sports betting thing? I mean, I guess you're going to make what you can make, any scheme you got going. But without the threat of violence, who would be scared of them? They can't even have extortion like they used to. What's going to happen if they walk into a store now, a business, and say, you're going to pay me X amount of dollars a week or I'm burning your fucking store down? They'll just go to the feds. They'll be like, oh, really? I'm calling the cops. You know what I mean? Because what's going to happen to them if they go to the feds? Nothing. What's going to happen? You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know. That was the main tool in their toolkit, murder, and that's gone now. It's gone. There was just another pretty big Lucchese bust in Jersey, gambling, and most of the guys were in their 20s. That sounds about right. Wasn't Lee supposed to take a drug test there also? I think so. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that, Stipe, yeah. Well, Alex, maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, probably. When Gerard slapped Lee, Gerard Gravano, yeah. But it blew his channel up, though.
Fucking.
And that's all Lee cares about.
You're starting to sound like a guy who's got HIV or syphilis in the brain.
Well, guys, let me get a few more donations in the chat. What the fuck? Or Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Let's get it going.
Running shit out of your mouth. Then you're going to fucking say Genie is the Bulls.
That's another thing that pisses me off. Jeannie. Okay. Now I know Gene, you know, I know how they do things in New York. I know, believe me, I know all that. You know, Gene is Genie. I know. And that's what they call him, the guys in the life, probably. But not Tony Pizza. Like, he always does this. He uses their name or their nickname or something like that in a way to make it appear as if they're close. You know what I mean? They're on like nickname basis. Like, you know, hey, Tony Pizza. Hey, what's going on, Genie? You know, like that type of shit. And you know he never met Gene Gotti in his fucking life. But he calls him Genie to make it sound more like he does. He does the same thing with Borello. Genie Borello. Same thing.
But his brother Richie,
Yeah.
you're throwing under the bus.
Jane Creed,
Saying that-
exactly. They were like, we can't pay you. Every fucking, what is it? Every bean or whatever is accounting it for. Like, they're like, what the fuck is going? Everything's changing. Yeah, of course. Marla 187 called Gerard slapping Lee the most gangster thing she has seen. Well, I told you, she's never seen anything gangster. That's why. I just said it back then. She's not, you know, she acts like she's, you know, she's got some crew of, you know, killers around her or something. I think Marla's lived around like hillbillies most of her life, honestly. So, yeah, that probably is the most gangster thing she has ever seen. He wants to blow them all. He does. He even calls MRE Nicky like he knows him. Yeah, it's so fucking corny.
And he killed somebody.
He is like like a walking caricature of a mob guy.
And that John called him pee-pee brain. So you want to
That's a little known fact, I believe. That's common knowledge that he called him that.
talk good about John and Gene and badmouth Richie. And you think that's going to go over well. You're a scumbag, Louis Cosman.
Wait a minute. It wasn't Richie he called PP Brain, was it? I thought it was Peter. Who did he call PP Brain?
You better hope I don't fucking find you again. That's all I got to tell you.
Again, like he ever found you the first time. Yeah, you better be careful, Louis. If he finds you and he sees you face to face, he's going to turn around and run away really, really fast. And who knows? Maybe the cops will think you did something to him. You better watch out, Louis.
You fooled me I knew I knew you. I knew you,
Yes.
but it's been so many years and your looks change. You look like an old fag. And
Well, it was not 60 years. I believe he could have gotten 12 years, Gene and Gene Gotti and John Carneglia, and John wouldn't let him take a deal. So even though John took a plea deal in his own life before that, so they wound up getting 30 years, I believe. Yep.
you talk like a fag. So I was thrown off. And I wasn't looking for you.
Talk like a fag,
when
man.
I ran into you,
Talk like a fag. This is coming from the fucking guy who everything he says about anybody, every insult is based on some sort of gay sex.
but that Dunkin' Donuts over there in Hudson, and you knew me and you knew everybody I knew in that area. Okay? You knew me and everybody I knew in that area. So,
In the words of Anthony Arlotta, in my area.
let's get off the bullshit. All right? Let's get off the bullshit. Stop fucking saying stupid shit. That's the one.
He'll be starstruck if he runs into Louis Cosman.
Okay?
Yeah, the McBride lawyer.
Yeah, Carmine can suck his money out of my dick. This ain't a fucking department store. You don't get your money back.
You just say, tell him he can suck his money out of my dick. Hold on.
Let's get off the bullshit. All right, let's get off the bullshit. Stop fucking saying stupid shit. That's for one. Okay? Yeah, Carmine can suck his money out of my dick.
Carmine. Who's Carmine? The only Carmine I know of is OZ. Isn't that a Paulie Walnuts line? When he sucks the money out of my ass. Something like that. Wasn't that a Paulie Walnuts line? I'm trying to remember. He's trying to convince everybody he ran into Lewis, and Lewis knew him. Yeah, I know. It's so funny, man. All these guys, man, over the years, all these guys, Frank, Howie, Aralot, and I know Aralot is not New York, but Jimmy Calandra. Hey, Mike Ramey, $10. Hey, that's your first Cash App. Thank you, sir. I truly appreciate that, man. Thank you very, very much. What was I just saying? Fucking bitch. What was I saying? When you suck the money out of my ass. Yeah, that's he gets all his lines from movies. He just changed it to dick. What was I saying? I forget.
Shit. That's for one. Okay. Yeah, Carmine can suck his money out of my dick.
Oh, I was saying all these guys. Frank Fiordolino, Howie, Jimmy Calandra, Gene Borello, John Alight, he said he knew Philly guys too. We had Bobby Luisi, New York, John Panisi. We got Dom Cicali. Who else? Of course, Sammy and Michael. All these people, and none of them ever heard of Tony or saw him in their lifetimes. Never. Even Sammy admitted he lied when he said he knew Tony. So how is it possible that you were? Yeah. Thank you, Dux. Yeah. How is it possible that you were involved with the Gambino family, and you know all these guys, but none of those guys know you? Or none of the guys that were actually involved with the Gambino family. How come Howie? Howie was he was a driver for, who was it? Jojo Corazzo, I believe. How come he doesn't know? He never saw Tony. I mean, Howie was an associate, right? So they probably, according to Pizza, they would have been around the same level because he claims to have been an associate. How come Howie never heard of him or saw him before? None of the Bonanno guys like Frank Fiordolino or John Panisi. Well, John Panisi was Lucchese. I'm sorry. Cicali, Dominic Cicali. Jimmy Calandra was an associate, kind of like these people. How come nobody of the Bonannos, that is, but Gambino? What do we got? Howie, I think, and who else? I don't know. But I had Andrew D. Donato on. Howie is the same age as Pizza. Yeah, you get my point. My point is none of these guys. I caught Ori on TikTok. Oh, yeah, that's what's up, man. None of these guys that have been on here who were really actually a part of the life, the real guys, have ever seen or heard of this dude. Mikey Scars Gambino. Yep, Mikey Scars. So nobody knows him. Nobody knows him. It's amazing, isn't it? My father, Alex Majax. You remember that?
This ain't a fucking department store. You don't get your money back. You donate. There's no return. So I didn't borrow that money. I didn't borrow no money from Carmine. I never told him I was going to pay him back.
I guarantee. I don't even know which Carmine he's talking about. I'm assuming OZ. I don't know why OZ is a subject of conversation in Pizza's chat. Now, but I guarantee you, everybody, the motherfucker hits people up on Cash App and requests money from them when he feels like he's not getting enough. So every single person who's ever really given him money, he's called him at some point and said, hey, listen, I know you give regular donations, but this time I need a little bit more than you usually donate. I'll tell you what, throw me $400 and I'll pay you back when my lawsuit gets settled or some nonsense like that, his imaginary lawsuit. And then he doesn't pay them back. Yeah.
That he sent me.
No, Peter was living literally on the street. He wasn't in the streets. He was on the street. And maybe once or twice a mob guy stepped over him. You know what I mean? And he heard some conversation. They were talking openly because they thought it was a dead body that was laying there. Maybe that.
For Leon. And that's where the money went. To Leon. Right, buddy? Leon. What's up, baby boy?
Damn, Alex. Jesus.
So,
Yeah, Tom Sheehy, nope.
so now Carmine wants to take money that he gave the dog back. Very nice.
That's because everybody knows the money doesn't go to the dog. The money goes to you, fuckface. People give you money to buy Leon shit, and you go out and buy a fucking steak for yourself and give them 2 bites of it. You know? Anyway, guys, listen, as you know, I'm far, far away from home right now, and there's a good reason for it. There's something I have to do for a while here. So I'm going to be busy, but I'm going to be doing these shows as much as possible. Wait a minute. What? Sean said Carmine the Snake gave him 10,000. No, that's not who he's talking about. No, you're fucking with me, Tom. Carmine the Snake Persico gave him 10 G's. Yeah, right. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do, but I got to make a living. So I'm still going to try to do as many of these shows and the politics shows a day. Right now, I'm going to shave and do all my shit and then do a politics show. And then I'm going to get going for the day. And I'll be back on later tonight, probably with more politics. But I don't know if there'll be a second Mob Tube show every day just because of what I got going on, you know. So Pizza was homeless guy. John Gotti gave the $100 to leaving the courthouse. Oh, yeah. He was the home. Yeah. No, I'm not in Alaska, bro. I'm fucking around. No, I'm in Chicago. Take care, everyone. Have a good day and happy birthday, War. Yeah, happy birthday to my brother, War. Happy birthday, my man. Hope you had a great day yesterday. All right, guys, have a good one, and I'll see you. I'll see you next time. Peace.